The film begins with Mickey, a retired soldier, embarking on a vacation with his family. He takes his two children, Jack and Jane, to visit his brother Noah's house in the American wilderness. Exhausted from his recent military service, Mickey lets his wife, Sophie, drive during the journey. When they reach Noah's secluded home in the forest, they expect a peaceful retreat, but Jane is immediately displeased with the location. Mickey and Sophie are surprised to find the house intentionally left in a filthy state. While Mickey assumes Noah was heavily intoxicated, the stench of rotting food and garbage makes the place unpleasant for Jack and Jane. As they explore the house, Jane feels a sense of pride in her father's military background, discovering that her father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all served in the military. Even Noah, who lives in the house, is a soldier. Inspired by his family's legacy, Mickey decided to enlist, eventually becoming a highly skilled retired Special Forces soldier feared by 9 major countries. That night, Jane expresses her frustration about the vacation, preferring a beach or mountain trip instead. Mickey encourages gratitude but explains that he chose this location to honor their family's military history. The next day, Mickey visits the graves of his father and grandfather, who were buried without a formal ceremony despite their military service. Later, he plans a shooting lesson for his children, unaware that someone is monitoring his family. While training Jack, he remains attentive to Sophie, but Jane refuses to participate, still resentful of the trip. She storms off to her room, venting her frustration to her mother. As night falls, Jack is puzzled when the television won't turn on. Mickey inspects it and realizes it's fake. Behind it lies a hidden safe containing valuable family heirlooms and historical documents from World War II. These items were concealed for safekeeping. Meanwhile, Jack discovers something alarming under the bed and alerts Mickey, who is shocked to find Noah's lifeless body. Realizing they are in danger, he tells his family to leave immediately. However, a vehicle approaches, forcing them to remain inside. They hide overnight, but by morning, the car remains stationed outside. Mickey and Sophie stay on high alert. Soon, a group of 12 soldiers, former comrades of Mickey, arrives, revealing their true intentions. They seek the family's valuables and give Mickey time to retrieve them. Understanding the threat, Mickey and Sophie devise a plan to stop the soldiers from leaving with their inheritance. However, Mickey knows the house is too secure for an escape attempt, which would put his family in greater danger. Seizing an opportunity, he leads his family into the forest, carrying the bags of valuables. The soldiers don't immediately realize they have escaped, giving the family time to find refuge. Mickey hides the inheritance in a safe place before the soldiers organize their pursuit. Mickey stealthily observes their meeting, where their leader, Kane, punishes a soldier for insubordination. Initially, the troops assume he's joking, but when another soldier, Franco, kills the defiant soldier, they recognize Kane's ruthlessness. Understanding the seriousness of their predicament, Mickey returns to his family, explaining they can't go home yet, he must fight back. He begins taking down the soldiers one by one. As they spread out to hunt him, Mickey uses his combat skills to eliminate an expert in camouflage and taunts Kane over the radio, warning that only 10 of them remain. Meanwhile, Jack, eager to help, tries to join his father. Sophie attempts to stop him, but Mickey intervenes just in time, convincing Jack to stay behind. That night, Mickey continues eliminating soldiers. The next morning, Kane's squad finds a soldier's body marked with the number 9, alarming them. Determined to capture Mickey, they intensify their search. Jack ventures into the jungle alone, unable to locate his father, who is momentarily lost in traumatic memories from his time in Afghanistan. He recalls a horrific event where a fellow soldier brutally murdered innocent civilians. Mickey had tried to intervene but was seen as a traitor. This haunting experience shaped his perspective on the cruelty of mankind. Now, Kane and Franco, his former comrades, are after him for personal gain. Fueled by vengeance, Mickey eliminates another soldier before engaging in a fight with another, using trees for cover. When faced with a female soldier, he refrains from using firearms and instead defeats her in hand-to-hand combat. Kane's group, realizing they are up against a formidable opponent, finds her body marked with the number 7. Kane and his men continue their pursuit, coming dangerously close to Jack. Mickey rescues his son, instructing him to distract one soldier while he handles another near the lake. Mickey ambushes the soldier from underwater, retrieving a hidden pistol to finish him off. After gathering weapons, he searches for Jack. Meanwhile, Sophie and Jane grow anxious about their absence. Unfortunately, Jack is captured by a soldier, while Sophie and Jane fall into the hands of Stan and Franco, who take them back to Noah's house. Mickey rescues Jack but is devastated to learn that Sophie and Jane have been kidnapped. To make matters worse, Kane intends to harm them. Furious, Mickey eliminates Jack's captor before heading to Noah's house. Stan initially opposes Kane's violent plans but is killed for questioning his authority. Mickey radios Kane, warning him not to act recklessly, but Kane and Franco ignore him, further enraging Mickey. Determined, he charges toward the house, swiftly eliminating 2 more of Kane's men. Kane is shocked by Mickey's speed and skill. In a desperate move, Kane and Franco take Sophie and Jane outside as hostages. Mickey negotiates, offering to reveal the location of the inheritance. However, Kane only agrees to release one hostage. Forced to make a painful choice, Mickey lets Sophie go, instructing her to reunite with Jack. Kane orders Franco to follow Mickey to the hidden treasure, mocking him along the way. Meanwhile, Kane keeps Jane hostage and continues tormenting her. When they reach the location, Mickey reveals the inheritance but seizes an opportunity to fight back. Fueled by rage from Franco's past abuse in Afghanistan, Mickey overpowers him in a brutal fight, stomping him to death. Back at the house, Jane outwits Kane and attempts to escape, but he captures her again. By then, Mickey arrives for the final confrontation. Enraged by Jane's deception and Franco's death, Kane strikes her, provoking Mickey into an intense battle. Though Kane is younger and stronger, Mickey fights relentlessly. Just as Kane is about to shoot Mickey, Sophie intervenes, shooting Kane in the chest. Mickey finishes him off, ensuring he poses no further threat. Jane, shaken by the ordeal, gradually recovers. In the aftermath, Mickey buries Noah properly and expresses gratitude for his family's survival and the safety of their heirlooms.